Good evening, VV Nation, and welcome to this week's special presentation entitled Near Perfect Entry and Exits. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest, and it's my pleasure to bring this special presentation for you this evening. Now, just looking at the name should at least spur up some idea of what? Near perfect entry and exit. So it's not perfect, but near perfect pretty much ties in to the ability, no matter what stock you're looking at in the VectorVest system, to give you a better understanding of, is this something you want to be in longer term, or is this something you want to get in and get out? And I think that this system will better enhance both of those types of investors in the market. If you're a longer term swing trader, this will help you. If you want to learn how to get in, take some profits, wait for a better opportunity to put the other half back on, or ride the profits on that half and get out once the stock really tells you to get out, either way, it can be done. All right, so with that being said, let's talk about this indicator. What is the near perfect indicator, also known as the MPI? Well, this was formed by Stan Heller in Canada, our managing director in Canada, a while ago, and he just over time made it better and better in explaining it, and it opened up a lot of eyes on being able to effectively get in and get out at really good opportunities time and time again. It's a unique way of looking for an entry or an exit on any stock we track. But what makes it unique? We have moving averages on indicators like the stop price of a stock and RT, or relative timing. Notice that these are only indicators that you will find in the VectorVest software. That's what also helps to make it unique. Now, what is the stop price? Well, the stop price is a 13-week moving average of price that has been adjusted for the fundamentals. So you can't go out just in the trading world and put a 13-week moving average and call it the stop price, because we automatically adjust for the fundamentals of the stock. If the fundamentals are good, we're going to lower the stop price to keep you in the stock longer. But if the fundamentals start to wane, we're going to raise that stop price to get you out of the stock faster. And then RT is the short-term price trend of the stock, and is cast on a scale between 0 and 2, not 1 and 2, a little typo there, between 0 and 2. RT above 1 tells you the stock's in an uptrend. RT below 1 tells you the stock's in a downtrend. Now, what moving averages are used in this calculation? We look at a 5 and 40-day simple moving average of that stop price, and we also look at a 5 and 40-day moving average, simple moving average of RT. As you see here, it is a great combination on getting in and out in a timely fashion, depending on how you invest in the market. We're going to bounce over to the software, and I brought up a couple of stocks that, people know about. Apple. All right, and I'm looking at, Apple's one of them. I'm looking at a regular VectorVest graph that looks at the stop price, looks at the RT, and it pretty much lets you know, bottom left, top right, stocks moving up. Stocks price is going down right now. RT is still above 1, but going down right now. But what if we had an indicator, that MPI, that walks you through, is this the right time to be in it, or should you be getting out of it? So now I'm going to introduce you, if you don't already know, to a graph layout called the MPI, or near perfect indicator. So those moving averages that I talked about, you don't have to build them. They're already in the software. All right, I'll click on it, and it will present those moving averages that I showed you on the slide. We've got the 5 and the 40-day moving average of RT down here, and we've got the 5 and the 40-day moving average of the stop price up here. Now, it's interesting what I like about the stop price. Remember, the stop price is a 13-week moving average adjusted for the fundamentals of the stock. It's already a moving average. And now we put 2 moving averages on top of that moving averages. It really smooths price out. We can see price here is represented in candlesticks, but look at this. This part of the indicator Stan likes to call the trend indicator. Notice that when the 5 moves above the 40, when the blue moves above the red, all right, let's go look at the MA stop price. When the blue 5 moves above the red, the stock has trend. Look at that. The stock has trend. And as long as the stock's price, the blue stays above the red, what does the stock price do? It does keep going up for the most part. It is a great trend indicator for those of you who are swing traders. Now, for those of you who say, man, I want to get out at the top, I want to buy low and get out high, then maybe the moving averages of RT will help you to do that. Stan likes it when the 5 crosses above the 40 at a low trough. When RT is falling to a low trough, look for that moving average of RT to cross right about here. That could be a great entry, especially if you're a little bit more aggressive, because trend hasn't signaled in yet, right? So I'm a little bit more aggressive. I like the low trough. The 5 is now going above the 40. Could I get in here? Yes. What is the more near perfect entry? When the 5 is above the 40 on RT and the 5 is above the 40 on the stop price, look at that run. Run. Leveled out right here, but trend still stayed in place. Now, if I am looking to buy low and sell high and take profits, how about when the moving averages of RT cross below? Well, I made some money here. Do I need to take it all off? No, I don't. But I can capture my profits. Wait. Here's another low trough, lower than here. Wait for that 5 to, we still have trend in place, right? Look for that 5 to go above the 40. We put that other half back on, and bada boom, bada bing. And we can do that over and over, rinse and repeat. Let's go to another stock. So that was Apple, NVIDIA, hot stock, probably the hottest stock on the planet. Look at that. Trend, 5 above the 40. Even on the pullbacks, and again, because it's a moving average, these are 2 moving averages on 1 moving average, even on the pullback, it keeps you patient so that you don't jump out too early. So again, swing traders, you're looking at the trend. Even if it starts to deteriorate, does it cross? No, it doesn't. And guess what? You reap the rewards because we went higher. Same thing here. Here. That actually went down below. I probably would have been out by that time. All right, waiting for another opportunity where the 5 goes above the 40 on RT, and we have trend in place. Look at that. Now, looking at NVIDIA right now, look at the pullback. Trend is still in place. For those of you who are taking profits, the 5 went below the 40 on RT here. Notice that it does it a lot of times quick at those tops. Take half off the table. Trend is still in place for those people who are swing traders. You're still being patient. And look at that. You might reap the rewards again. Next stock, INOQ, big industry that's on fire right now, which is quantum computers. Didn't do much of anything for a lot, but once it kicked in, look at that. The 5 went above the 40 on RT. We got trend and bada boom, bada bing. Look at that run. I love this. Again, near perfect entries and exits. iBit, Bitcoin, crypto on the rise. Here's the move on RT, early move. All right, I like to call that trigger. And look at that, a low trough. Pay attention to those low troughs. They usually reach out and make really good gains for you. And then we've got trend here on the 27th. Now we've got trend. The stock's going up. The bada boom, bada bing, over and over again. And one more in here. Big news from an energy or uranium perspective. CEG just got a contract to provide the U.S. government with nuclear power. Look at that. We have trend. I don't have the trigger of the 5 going above the 40 in RT, coming off a low here, a pullback. Not nearly as a low here, but lower than here. I'd like to see that happen as well. All right. So those were just on stocks that are making the news to get you in and out at the right time. That way, we're not just listening to the news, we're using the MPI to give us a better understanding of if it's truly the right time to be in or out. How about we do this? Let's go to the Viewers tab. Let's look at the top stocks in the stock viewer. I'm only going to look at the top 5. You know, we track 9,396 stocks. The top stocks by VST. Let's do the same analysis. Let's graph them and do the same thing. Wow. LRN. Look at that beautiful trend going up. Stocks price is pulling back, but trend is in place. And how about the 5-day and the 40-day of RT still in play? I'd be a little patient with that as a top VST stock. Wow. Superville. Look at that pullback trough. Good entry, good early entry right here when the 5 went above the 40 on RT. And we had trend. Put those two together, near perfect. Look at that run. That couldn't be more beautifuler than anything. I know that's not a real word, but look at that move. Excellent opportunities to get in and out at the right time. CLS, love it here. How about we lost trend? We lost the trigger with the 5 going below the 40 on RT. Probably all the way out at that time, right? I got no trend. I got no movement on RT. I wait for the better opportunity. Here's a trough. Here's a low. How about right there? 5 goes above the 40. We still don't have signal for trend yet. That happened here from 920 to 1010. Look at that run. Currently, if I want to take half off the table, RT tells me I can do that. If I'm a little bit more patient because I like the bottom left to upper right move, leave it alone. I love that it helps the more aggressive people and the longer term. Look at BMA. Look at that. Here's another trough. All right, the low on the graph. Look for that movement of the 5 and the 40 on RT. No trend yet, but I can get in early, and I'm gonna experience that. I'm gonna experience some pullback, some sideways move until we get trend. The 5 and the 40 on the stop price. Look at that move. Good, googly muggly. And the last stock in here. Look at this. GGAL, bottom left to the top right all year. Pretty much all year. It lost trend a little bit. That's probably not a good time to be in it. Altogether, let's wait for a better opportunity. There's where the 5 went above the 40 on the stop price. A couple of days after RT, look at that run. Talk about near perfect entries and exits, whether I want to be a short term or if I'm looking at it from a swing trade. When we lose the trend of the 5 above the 40, that's probably a good exit even for the swing traders. Let's do one more thing. So you say to yourself, well, I don't really want to have to build those moving averages. You don't. How about if we've got a search that uses the MPI? Oh, what we do. Let's go to the Unisearch tab. Go find the folder that says near perfect indicator. How about the MPI crossing 1 day? How does that happen? The 5-day moving average of RT is greater than the 40-day moving average today, but 1 day ago it was less. So we're looking for a 1 day, at least a 1 day move on the moving average of RT. Remember, that's that trigger. I like to call it trigger. I don't know if Stan calls it trigger or not. I like to call it trigger because it can trigger a shorter term input. But when I match them up with the shorter term input of the 5 going above the 40 on RT and put it together with the 5 going above the 40 on the stop price, I think that that's the near perfect indicator. The moving average of RT crossing earlier is a little bit early, but I'd like to see the combination together. All right, so 1 day crossover, run it. All right, and if I look at the graphs, let's go graph them. There it is within 1 day. Look at that. Look at that trigger hit. It was already in a trend. Look at that, already in a trend. Now, be careful when it's this high. Stan looks at these levels of the highs to let you know, you better be careful because it's already at a high on RT, looks at a level, this on 1.73. Once he gets to that level, you probably needs to be careful. He likes to look at them when they cross on a trough. He likes to look at them when they cross on a trough because it tends to be a little bit more explosive from that point, right? Here it is, 1 day, RT just went above, stocks price is moving. Very simple as you look at the graph. 1 day, stocks price is moving up. This stock's a little bit more volatile, as you can see, but it still does a great job when you've got the trigger and you've got the trend. Look at that and look at the run. All right, one more. There it is, just over the last day. Look, again, a little bit more not speculative, but a little bit more volatile. And this is where, even on a volatile stock, where this really hones in on getting in and out at the right time. Even on volatile stocks, that RT, that moving average crossover on RT, plays a more important role for those shorter term plays, lower dollar stock. All right. How about crossing in the last 3 days? We can do that as well. All right, 3 days ago, the 5-day moving average of RT was less than the 40-day moving average of RT. So over the last 1 day or the last 3 days, and what I really like about this, if you want to really put some extra VectorVest into it, let's go to MPI Enhance, which is still looking at a 3-day crossover, but look at this sort. RV times RS times CI, the fundamentals and the technicals right there. Good RV, good RS, and good CI, stocks that go up more than they go down. That Enhance could really knock your socks off. Let's go run the search real quick. Let's take a look. Embraer, Wedson. Let's go graph these real quick. Some of these you may not even know. So keep in mind, wow, Embraer, bottom left, top right, lots of trend, giving you an opportunity to get in from RT. WDOFF, still bottom left, top right, a little bit of pullback from the high, but look at that, a low trough compared to everything else on the graph. Low trough, RT kicking in. I'd like to see if that has some upside. Now, keep in mind that these are sorted by RV times RS times CI, so it puts a little bit of different spin. I would like to see trend on this. The moving averages crossing on the stop price, but look at this again. Near perfect indicator. Look at that. We've got trend with the moving average of the stop, and then we got the trigger with the moving averages of RT. Look at that. This happens time and time again. All right, folks, that's it in a nutshell. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple as an entry, an idea for an entry and exit on any stock. On any stock, whether it's a top VST, whether it's a stock list that I've created, or whether it's looking at a search that will put these stocks in your hands. No matter how you spin it, 3 different ways to effectively use this and put profits in your hands. Well, that's it, folks. Once again, my name is Glenn Tompkins. It was my pleasure to give you this presentation. And until the next time, see ya.